Hola clase. In this unit, we will be looking at the pronunciation of two letters, the R and the double R in Spanish. The R is a simple letter, ere. For example, in the words horario, historia, aro. You can listen through these as you practice the sound. More complex is the double R, which is called a trilled R. And that sound is r, r, r. So you can practice that again. Pelirrojo, Roberto, Enrique. Some things to keep in mind that sometimes when we spell it as a single R, it's actually pronounced as the trill R. That is true always at the beginning of a word. Ricardo, Costa Rica. It's also after the letter N, Enrique, and after the letter L, alrededor. So keep that in mind. Sometimes we'll spell it as a simple R, but pronounce it trilled. And that occurs in these three instances. And you can practice your trilled R's here. And we've included some minimal pairs of words again, such as we studied when we looked at N versus ñ in 101. So caro, carro, encerrar, encerrar, etc. You can practice those two sounds by looking at minimal pair words. And we've also included some variants. You know, the double R in Spanish has the most variation after the double L, the ella. So these two letters, the ella and the R, have the most variation in pronunciation throughout the Spanish-speaking world. And you can generally tell more or less the general area of where a person is from based on how they pronounce the double R. So we've included some examples that you can click on and listen to, how it's pronounced in Costa Rica, how it's pronounced in Puerto Rico, Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, just some examples. Because you may have family or friends from these areas, and you might be surprised that they pronounce the double R differently. Not everybody from those places, of course. Sometimes it's isolated regions within that area, smaller populations of speakers, but nonetheless, there is some variation in the sound of this letter. So you can practice r, r, Ricardo, Rafaela. Ricardo y Rafaela repiten rápidamente la respuesta. So practice these until you can say them quickly and fluently. And then you're going to do a recording activity where you'll have to pronounce some of these and record yourself. Be sure to practice them until you're pretty comfortable with it. Bien, that's all. Be sure to read through this page. There's a lot of information. Be sure to play all those audio files and work on it on your own. Bien, hasta luego.